Hey guys, Goosey Gamer here, and I'm back. So we're going to be playing Terra Tech. If you haven't heard of it, it's basically a block building game. You build little robots and stuff. So let's just go ahead and dive into it. So you have a randomized seed. There's a story and a testing chamber where you can design bots and stuff. So I'm just going to get a real random one. That looks right. Alright, and here's the intro. So we start out, we're crash landing on this unknown planet. And we explode. And this is our ship. Okay, so that's our cab. Banged up, but we made it. Grab standard block. It's right click to move around. And just left click to pick up little pieces. If I can actually select the hitbox. Okay. And that's a little starting cab. Standard controls to move around. Spacebar to attack. And I think that guy's done. And yes, you can just take parts from other people's techs and throw them onto your own. So now I'm a much bigger little tech. I believe this one has a weird range of fire, so I'll throw it up front. Okay, so we have free reign. It will eventually tell us where to go, at least for this starting bit. The grasslands is by far the easiest area. And as we can see there's an enemy. Okay, and he's already taken out. So I'm going to extend the face because we got a drill. Let's throw this on front. And we also picked up a light, so if it turns to nighttime, we'll actually be able to see. And we can see up there's another part. Okay, so let's break into here. Now we can either attach it to our ship, which the ship won't be able to handle it, or we can attach it just right here on the ground. We can toss these in, or we can get this little receiver, which will automatically bring things in. And this is how you make your money. As you can see up here, it's ticking up. And we'll wait for this to finish and then we'll throw it on the ship because I don't want to leave this behind. And you'll see it actually gives little helpful hints that my ship is not going to work because it was off balance. And right there we can see sparking, which means there's too much weight, too much burden. So let me try and steer. Okay, I guess we'll gather some of this. Want it to be able to automatically deposit into our little system. Okay, and this can only carry 3 things at a time. So those will go ahead and throw in. And if I don't help out my ship, it's going to deviate to the right side because that's where most of the weight is. And we see a little questing arrow up here, so let's see what we have to do. What's this? There was an enemy thing popped up. I don't see it. Okay, let's just go to the quest. This is a solar panel. Sweet. So we can use this, we can place it on the ground somewhere, and we'll make that our base of operations. And I like this little span of land. Oh sweet, a repair bubble. If I can grab it, throw it on here. It needs to have power. And so we'll go ahead and get parts of us fixed. I'll also throw this over here. Okay, so now we have a little small base of operations. The little blue arrows point to friendly stuff, and that's what we own, so we'll know to come back here for it. I'm gonna go to where, yeah, over here, where this guy is. We're gonna beat this guy up. Once the cab starts flashing like that, that's how you know that they have been defeated. So let's go ahead and throw this on here. And this is a stabilizing wheel, so it can be in line with the vehicle, and it won't mess things up. Let's move things around. At first it is going to be a little difficult for us to start out. But here's another quest. We don't need to really care about those wheels. It's just a little extra. And we don't have any carrying capacity, so we can't worry about that too much. Here's an enemy. Looks like he has what I'm after. It's a factory. Okay. He's running away, but he won't get too far, so I'll go find him, and we can take what he has. Oh. And now we can actually harvest stuff. And I'm glad that we have one of those areas. I hear that they have some special stuff that you can't normally get. And none of those are new, so let's go ahead and back up. And head over here. You see an enemy. I'm gonna go drop this off at our little base of operations. And that's gonna give us an enemy, a radar. You can just throw that on the side there. What's this? Another stabilizing wheel. We're gonna want to get a lot of this repaired, so because it's all flashing red. Once it starts flashing faster, it's a little bit more dangerous. Okay, and that's a refinery. So refineries will refine objects into a more finished product. So it'll take all that wood, it'll pull it in and turn it into a fuel source. And so that got us 30, whereas before I believe we were getting maybe 15 from wood. So that's remarkably better. Let's go ahead and throw the radar there. Throw a gun on the side. Okay, so we have an enemy up here and we have a question mark over there. So let's go deal with the enemy first. Now wood is not your best object to get, but it's plentiful and it's everywhere. Oh, I do not want to mess up the end of that guy, because that is a better version of this. Let's get this guy. So that's a good block for us to get. Oh, and so are these. Seems like that guy's stuck on a rock. And so that block we just picked up is a terminal, so that allows us to contact payload and request to purchase more blocks for our techs. Let's go ahead and grab this extra wheel. And we don't need any of those. Let's kind of come at this guy from an angle. And that took out his AI. Excellent. Perfect. Let me fix this around. See if we can throw some wheels here, maybe some on the back. And this is very much going to be a Frankenstein until we get more refined things. So let's just throw a bunch of wheels on this and hopefully make it a little bit more stable. Alright, let's turn to base. Alright, we should just be up here, and we can actually gather a lot more resources now, so these might just be regular rocks. Oh, and that's something to fight. Because we have the drills on the front, we can just drive forward and drill. Oh, that guy has a too wide block. There we go. Hopefully his explosion doesn't cause that to blow up. Perfect. We don't need more than one radar, but I'll throw it on here so we can have a spare at our base. Okay. Have plenty of stuff to get refined. Okay, and looks like we've reached capacity. Okay, let's go ahead and throw down this terminal. And it's a simple, okay, must be anchored, I guess. Simple right click, we can take a look at techs, which is these other ships that we can control with the AI module, tell them what to do. And yeah, I've designed just a few. I actually really enjoy my resource buggies. Very useful. Yeah, and I think it just wanted us to take a look, so we can't do much else than that. As far as blocks go, we can actually buy any block that we've attached to our ship, or that we've picked up, I believe. And so this is all the stuff we've picked up, aside from an AI module and the cab. That's just so that you can recreate more techs. And I know for a fact, if we buy this, yes, we get a bunch of other stuff that will help us out, be able to make a basic starting ship. Simple as clicking to change vehicles. So we'll put this here. Put that guy on top. And we'll just build them like we built the starting tech. Oh, there's an extra wheel. Alright, and we can go tell this guy to go harvest. And I think I'll do just that. I need to give him let me put him right here. Throw this on. Maybe do that. Oh yeah, he doesn't have a connection for the front. There we go, we'll just have him face backwards. I'll hit B and make this easier on myself. Click over, and if I can get a hold of him, tell him to go harvest. And he should bring stuff back to the ship by himself. Not 100%. Let me give him a little bit more work. Because I just noticed I do have 2 wide blocks, so I can make him like my better model. Oop. Just like this. This on. Okay, and I can give him throw a radar on the back. Okay. Like this, and he has a drill, so he can do that. Okay, that should be good. He should be able to go do work for us. And I'll move our resource thing into the center. And I don't want to lose any of these wheel things, so I think I'll throw them just on this. They have to be connected, or they actually do despawn after a certain amount of time. Go harvest. Idle. Harvest. Alright. And he should come back and bring the resources he gets to the thing, or did I get the weird thing where he just runs away? I had this problem happen a lot. AI is very much buggy. I don't know if I've mentioned it yet, but this game is still early access and being changed all the time. So eventually we'll get this fixed. But until then, it's gonna be a bit of a bother. So let's see how I can fix this up. Throw this on here and tell him to follow. What? That is not following. Okay. I'm just gonna throw the AI module on to there. AI works better as a sentry than it does as a harvester, which is a bit of a shame. I can use that ship as a harvester and this one as a fighter. Suppose that could work. Yeah, alright, so on to finishing the rest of the tutorial. I think I'll do that and then I'll call that an episode. Sometimes stuff gets stuck. what's over here? Okay. Oh, and he destroyed a lot of the blocks that we would have gotten. Aside from this one, which I think that's the front mount. Nah, but we will be getting a front-mounted laser here soon, and those are real fun to work with. None of those are the better wheels, so we don't need those. So we'll go throw this fabricator on our main area. The fabricator is used to refine blocks, which is very useful. You can make things like the GSO1 blocks that we have. I don't use the fabricator too much because it's a bit weird trying to figure out the recipes. You can figure them out over time. And we got conveyor blocks, so those you can just go like this. It gives us a second one. Go like that. We can make very intelligent systems much later. In fact, I actually think I can get one going right now. So we want things to go into the fabricator. Go like this. And I'll have 2 inputs. That way it can have up to 8 things in the system. Okay. There's nowhere for that to go. So yeah, everything will come in and then cycle through it. And I'll leave this block here as well, or I'll put it where it can actually get repaired. Okay. What? Okay. Yeah, just like it said. And I think we can leave that last one as a bit of a surprise for next episode. So, if you enjoyed, please let me know in the form of a like, sub, and all that fancy stuff. It's good to be back into recording, and yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it, and see you next time.